In fact, even the atheist New Testament critic Geert Ludemann writes, Jesus' death as a consequence of crucifixion is indisputable. Let me provide two reasons why we can be confident that Jesus died as a result of being crucified. First, it is reported by a number of sources, both Christian and non-Christian, and that are ancient. Josephus, Tacitus, Lucian, Marbar Serapion all mentioned the event. Second, the chances of surviving crucifixion were very, very bleak. A number of ancient sources describe the ancient practices of scourging and crucifixion. For example, Josephus tells of a man who had been whipped so severely that he was filleted to the bone. He also mentions a group of Jewish men who were whipped until their intestines were laid bare. A second-century text named the Martyrdom of Polycarp tells of how the Roman whip was said to expose a person's veins and arteries. The person was then forced to carry their crossbeam outside the city walls, where soldiers using nails, much like the one I'm holding in my hand. This is a replica of the nail discovered in the remains of the only crucified victim ever found in Jerusalem, a guy named Yehohanan. And so using nails like this, they would impale a man to a cross or a tree. And then the victim was left hanging in excruciating pain. In fact, the word excruciating comes from the Latin, out of the cross. Seneca, a first-century lawyer and Roman philosopher, described crucified victims as having battered and ineffective carcasses, maimed, misshapen, deformed, nailed, and drawing the breath of life amid long, drawn-out agony. Only one account exists of a person surviving crucifixion in antiquity. Josephus reported seeing 3 of his friends crucified. So he appealed to his friend, the Roman commander Titus, who ordered that all 3 be removed immediately and provided the best medical care Rome had to offer. In spite of this, 2 of the 3 still died. Thus, even if Jesus had been removed prematurely and medically assisted, his chances of survival, at least by natural causes, are very bleak. So, taking the theistic equation out of the theistic component out of the equation for a moment, we can see that there is fantastic evidence for Jesus' death by crucifixion. In fact, even the atheist New Testament critic Geert Ludemann writes, Jesus' death as a consequence of crucifixion is indisputable.